Hello guys, welcome to another video. Don't know exactly what's going to happen today. I got a message just as I was getting up this morning. I had a late night and was up a bit late, somewhere around 10 o'clock or something. And someone messaged me saying me and someone else, and I don't know if they've asked others, going for a ride this afternoon, meeting at Thickthorn at 1:30. I don't have a clue where they're planning on going or anything like that, but I said okay, I'll let you know later if I can go, because I wanted to make sure I got someone to look after Buddy, because he's just been really not coping well with me leaving him, because I don't leave him as often as I used to, and that was bad enough then. But yeah, so I'm now going to go and meet these people. I'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be a nice little ride out. That'll just be a nice little group of us, as we do on the evening rides, but meeting at 1:30 as I said, as it's a Saturday, and I guess the people that do work are not working right now. So anyway, I forgot to say, we're now on our way to Walkers. Got a couple of people with me on lead in the first part. Go down the Watton Road, down to Brandon, and then I'm letting someone take over because I'm not 100% sure of the way from there. Yeah, so I'm leading the first part, out to Brandon, down the Watton Road. Then I'm going to let my mate on his MT10 take over from there, because he knows the way to Walkers from there. I might be able to make it, but I'm not 100% sure. I've only been that way once, only been to Walkers once on the bike. Been there going to Cambridge in the car, stopping off for the toilet break and a drink and something to eat. But yeah, last time I went there was when I'd done the ride with Suffolk Crew, which I did put a video up fairly recently. Yeah, it's going to be a nice little ride. The clouds have come over a bit, sun's gone away, but hopefully it won't rain or anything, stay nice and dry. That'll be a nice day, nice and cool. I didn't put my new trousers on, I don't even know if any of you lot know, but I bought some riding textile trousers fairly recently. I've worn them a few times now, and that's the first time in coming up for 4 years that I've actually had some riding trousers. It's about time I got some. It's just when I've had the money the money's needed to be used on something else, or I haven't had the money. But it's much nicer in jeans, of course, but obviously I want the protection, so usually I would put them on, but I was in such a rush this morning to get ready and everything, I decided I'm just going to put my jeans on today. It's probably going to be a chill day anyway, so the risks are going to be low. Ooh, smoky. I'm probably a bit worried they know I ain't got no rear brakes still. I actually got the clip this morning, the pad retention, retention spring is it called? And the guide pin as well. Not guide pin, just a pad guide. It stops the pads from going too far back, and because the wrong one was on, I'll put pictures up to show you what came off and what it was supposed to be. So as always, obviously the wrong one on there, but the first problem, when the brakes first went wrong, it was due to the dust seal being messed up and stopping the piston going back in, I think. So that was a mess when I pulled it apart. And then the second time it happened, I think the pad got stuck because of that wrong guide pin that fell out, and I didn't know until I found it on the floor in my front room where I actually rebuilt the caliper the first time. And I couldn't figure out where it went and stuff, so I was searching and everything. As soon as I finally decided to check on Kawasaki parts what it looked like and where it goes, on the parts bit I could tell straight away that that was the wrong thing. It's totally the wrong shape. As you can see in the pictures I show up, or will show up now. But hopefully once I rebuild it again, it'll be the end of the issues with the bike. There's been such a ridiculous year with COVID anyway, and then because of that I obviously refurbished my swing arm, and once that was done, put everything back together, and that's when I started having the brake problems. It was probably lack of use that brought those problems on, at least in part. Yeah, hopefully that'll be all sorted now. Need to give my disc brake a good old clean up, because that was brand new, but now it looks all rusty. I've been cleaning it now and then, but it's all rusty again because my bike sits outside anyway. I just hope it's not warped or anything through the heat from all the problems. So I've already spent enough extra money through all this crap. Tip over there every now and then. Takes time to take over. Well, that was a little bit of fun there just towards the end. Most of the time we're stuck behind cars on roads where there are too many bends to see far enough to overtake. We're now coming into Watton. We'll be going past the Triumph dealership soon, and not far to go before we turn left towards Brandon. But my old mate has decided to go ahead now. He should know all the way anyway. He didn't know the way this way up to Brandon, but he said if you get me to Brandon, he knows from there. So it's easy enough really, because this is all the way straight until you get to where you can't go anymore, and you've got to turn left or right, turn left and straight on.
Right to the end.
Yeah, and then turn left.
I know where to go. I'll lead. Yeah?
Yep.
Can't lead?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah. As you see, quite a few bikes around there, because you've got the Triumph dealership up there. I've never actually been in there, but it's not something I do often. I've only ever sort of really gone to C-Star Superbikes, which is Kawasaki and Ducati, to have a look around. And that was mainly when they got the, well, because of when they got the H2R in stock. And that was awesome to go and have a little look at that. So obviously I have some special Ducati courses and stuff like that in there. That's not something I usually do, because it's, you know, not something that will lead to any good. So I can't afford any. Glad that all the clothes came over and it's nice and cool. Not all sweaty in my jacket for a change. Munford. Still ain't too far to Brandon really. I did say it's just down the road, but I forgot Munford first. Brandon ain't too far after it. Boop, boop. Petrol cap went on right. Sort of now. Now we're in Brandon. The only time I came through here on my own before, I'd never been there before. That was a while ago. One or two of you might remember when that car drove right at me. That was in Brandon. That was cool. When was that? January 2018? No, couldn't have been 2018. 19. So I didn't have this bike in 2018 in January. Yeah, that's when I came for a good ride out there, just trying to find some different roads and stuff when I was still riding on my own before I started getting involved with the groups and stuff. But I went left up here. I think we've got to go right somewhere up. The next light is up here. Yeah. So whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, I do some plane spotting at one time at Lake and see the old jets go up and come down. Do that quite often. Don't know where exactly the viewing area is, but that's right beside where they land and take off. I think there might be a couple of places, to be honest, but I've never actually been to it. But Cheryl behind me, she was going there quite often, quite recently, and she took her kids there to have a look at them. Last time I watched anything like that was way back in '93 at an air show. The only one I ever been to. It was really good there. That was awesome day. I got a photo of all 10 red arrows on the ground. I actually shared that recently because Cheryl was going there, so I showed her that photo. I might pop up on air actually if I get a good photo of that photo, better one than I've already got. So it's pretty good. There's 10 of them. There's usually 9 up in the air, but they have a spare one, I guess. You can count just by the tails that there's 10 of them on the ground. And it looks like I'm standing right on the runway beside them, and I'm the only person there because you can't see no other people or anything, just the red arrows. There's loads of people to the left and right of me, and I just squeeze through the people to get right up to the barrier just to get that photo of them. I did get some photos of them up in the air as well. The best one, although it wasn't a brilliant photo, but when they introduced the red arrows, it was mad. Started talking away, blah blah blah, and they're like, and introducing the red arrows, and as they say that, without no sound beforehand or anything, and no clue, they just suddenly come out from nowhere, from the clouds, man, or just out of nowhere, man, and just fly down under, just over your head. I just shot the camera up and took a photo. Like I say, that was '93, so it was a long old time ago. I'd not long left school then, actually. That was when I first started getting, although I'd been ill all my life with this kidney disease and all that, that was when I first lost my kidneys and went on to dialysis and that, so it was not long after that. Yeah, that was a pretty good day. It was amazing seeing the jets come past when they do really shoot past to show you what it's like at the sound of speed, nice pause. It's the sound of speed. At speed of sound. But yeah, the planes come past, so they're silent, and then suddenly the sound comes straight afterwards. I thought, wow. But we're not far from walkers now, really, I don't think. I guess they're all military homes, or whatever they call them. There we are, walkers. I think I would have got the footage this time, but last time, because of issues and stuff, I missed the footage coming in here. And that's so packed with the Suffolk crew and stuff, and I obviously missed them coming in, which I wanted to get, which would have been good. It looks like it's pretty busy still. It's a popular bike place, but when I came here one time, on the way to Cambridge, I think there was only like one bike here when I came. Well, there we go, off to Crazy Horse. I've never been there before. Cool. Dukes of Hazzard isn't there? Mad. There's some nice cars that go about through there, but that's nice. Another super. I saw a super earlier while sitting there. Crazy Horse is in Bowson Edmonds, so it's not too far from here, but I've never been, so it'll be cool to actually visit it. I did actually put a comment on their Instagram not long ago. Yeah. Saying that I wouldn't mind trying their bikes out. They gave me an email to email, but I don't know whether I'm really the right person to get into doing that. It'd be cool to at least try some of their bikes, but I don't just try them as a normal test ride because there's no way I can afford them or afford the excess if I have to pay that if I crash or something. It would be cool to get into doing stuff like that for the channel, but I don't know if I can right now. I don't know if I'm ready for it myself or the channel's ready for it. Maybe one day. That's a nice little pop. That's a nice smash on hopefully my visor. Pretty cool roads, and these roads I've never been on before, so cool. You can see well ahead enough. For the most part. I'd be mad if one of the tubers are down there today and see them down there. That'd be pretty mad coincidence. I doubt it, but there's been a few that have come down there to test ride their bikes. Lamb chop rides. Teapot one has been down there, I think, and Motorbike, he's been down there as well. So it'd be cool just to bump into one of them and say hello, but I doubt it. But yeah, they've got the MV Augustas and Brutales and all that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure they've got engines as well. But Simon in front of me here, he was saying there is a place like round the corner or something, but I'm pretty sure I've seen posts from them saying that people have picked up their engines, so that they might be sort of connected or something. I don't know how it works. But now got a place down in London as well, I think. Only just recently opened up. But apparently it's a nice place to go, nice cafe. I know they've got a lot of nice mad bikes inside, all on show as well, which you would be able to see on some other channels. I don't know if I'm going to have the chance today to get any footage in there or any photos or whatever, but we'll see what happens. If not, I'll probably just do an outro when I get there and stuff, so I can just chill out on the way home. We'll probably just go back on the main roads anyway after this. It's been a nice day. It's been nice to get out. Unfortunately, quite a few others who would be out with us are either working or gone somewhere else. I know a couple of them have gone all the way to Grantham, which is not a huge distance, but it's a bit of a distance away, so they left really early this morning. I won't have even been up yet. Have that cross-plane engine. That does sound nice, that bike though. He has had it tuned and obviously got an exhaust on it and stuff. I don't know exactly what tune he got. I don't know if he got a flash or had it dyno. Don't know what power it's putting out. I was surprised how heavy they actually are. I never looked it up. He looked it up earlier because he didn't know off the top of his head. 212 kilos those bikes are. Heavier than this whole thing. This is around 200. I don't know exactly, but I know it's somewhere around 200. I think Cheryl said X10 is just a little less than this. That's an 05. Oh, Morgan. He might have got that from Crazy Horse. They're always posting about those types of cars as well. So. Yeah, almost stopped them with my feet up still. This bike is a beast when you really just like in second gear and you just full throttle that thing. It's crazy. For a little 650, these things are mad. Anyway, I doubt it's going to be long till we're at Crazy Horse now. He's pointing somewhere. He's pointing to where we've got to go. Is this Crazy Horse? I think it is actually. I've seen people ride in here before, or in the, yeah, just to the left. Yeah, I've seen people ride in here before and seen pictures of the place and some videos and stuff like that, but I've never actually been here. So there we are at Crazy or lots of bikes about. Are we going to get in there anyway? nice. A nice R1. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video.